Yo, y'all know what time it is. Your boy Rico Jackson, fact check to this podcast. I want to thank you guys for joining me this evening. It's holiday time. Well, holidays over with. Holidays are over with. I guess it's back to the grind. It's back to, if you from out of town, you definitely need to probably head back home, especially in Pinellas County. A lot of tourists here. A lot of tourists. But anyway, pretty sure everybody's heard the news. Antonio Brown had a episode yesterday during a football game. I'm not sure of the reasons why he was, behaving the way he was behaving. But clearly he has some underlying trauma that hasn't been addressed in his adulthood. He may be on medication, may not be. I'm not trying to dox the man, but I'm just looking at behaviors that I see from children I work with that has trauma. But a lot of children and also a lot of adults. People trying to chop it off as he's an adult, he has to know better. It's a lot of adults have no social emotional learning skills. They have no way, shape, or form to understand how to deal with stressful environments, not being in control, and not knowing how to use their words. Now, I do have to give him credit because I don't know what was said on the sideline by who. But he did the best thing maybe he thought he can do in the moment was walk away. Now, taking off his jersey and all that stuff like that, was that the best way to, walk away? No. We go back to team sports. Oh, he quit on his team. Yeah, you don't quit on your team. That's not what you do. But also, we have to remember, we're talking about a child's sport. A child's game. A game that if you played that game at a professional level, such as he was, he's been playing that game since he was a child, an adolescent. Balls are cheap. Pause. Baseballs, footballs, tennis balls, volleyballs, ping pong balls, bowling balls, soccer balls. I said tennis balls, foosballs. They cheap, so you get them all the time as kids. Most kids, So he's been playing this child's game. He's probably been concussed more than 10 times, even as a child, because pads back then was trash. You was head to head, you were head up, you cracking. So concussions and being concussed going through adolescence while your brain's still developing, look up the story of Phineas Gage. If nobody ever heard that story about Phineas Gage, the accident the brain accident he suffered working the railroads. Perfect example of what these athletes may be going through with brain trauma from having massive hits to their head over and over again. Your brain is moving around. The fluids in your brain and all that stuff is being pop, pop. You can't keep doing that. That causes something. And then let alone who knows what his childhood trauma was. Who knows what his adulthood trauma was. Along with potentially medical trauma from concussions. So maybe in that moment yesterday, he did the best thing I tell most of my students to do. And most of adults I say that we can do when we get our back against the wall and we feel that we're going to explode. There's always another option most of the time, which is walking away. We tell our students all the time, if somebody's intruding our space and they're threatening us, we're feeling threatened, we can run away. We can fight. We can hide. He couldn't hide. He chose not to fight whoever he was having conflict with at the time, and he chose to walk away. Again, people will argue maybe it wasn't the best time, but maybe it wasn't the best time for somebody else, and maybe it was the only appropriate time for him. So we got to stop looking at this, oh, he's unprofessional. Hey, man, we all unprofessional at some point. I worked corporate America I started working corporate America when I was 14 years old. I got out of corporate America when I was 35. Yeah, 35. Never went back. Will never go back to corporate America. If you go corporate America, get used to how you get treated, and you're gonna find yourself working in corporate America that you're gonna have to you're gonna have some unprofessional days, and if you don't, are you really working? Are you really holding all that in? Because you're taking it out on probably your family members. You're gonna have some unprofessional days. Simple fact. And you know, I was fired quite a few times for corporate America. First time I ever got fired, I was kind of halfway fired at 15, but I quit because I didn't like the way the supervisor talked to me. That's one thing my father taught me. Don't let nobody that's supposedly who you work for, work with, your superior, your supervisor, don't let them disrespect you verbally. Don't go for it. If they check you or try to disrespect you, check them right then. Don't let it slide a couple days. Don't wait till they go to the back room. No, you check them right where they tried you at. And he tried me over the phone. So when I got to the building, I was like 5 minutes late. I had a dead battery. I get to the building. I come in. As soon as I come in, he just his whole tone and attitude towards me was like he was trying to sun me. And I had to like, yo, who you talking to? Like, don't talk to me that way. And I said, yo, you know what? And he responded back. I responded back. And I said, you know what? Since you feel that way, it's Friday. Give me my check. I quit. You can mop the bathroom yourself. Straight like that. No thinking. No walking away, cooling down. No nothing. No nothing. Give me my check. You feel what I'm saying? Because the disrespect that he brought towards me at that time, it needed to be addressed at that time. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know what happened with Antonio on the sideline, who said who to what. I don't know. But maybe the best thing for him in that moment was for him to walk away. Who are we to judge? Who are we to judge? When that supervisor disrespected me like that, and I told him to give me that check, I bounced. The other supervisor say, "Hey man, Therius, where you going? Hey, where you going?" I say, "Man, I don't play that type of disrespect. I'm out of here. I quit." Just like that. That was at 15. That was at 15. You're not finna disrespect me. And then sometimes some people can only take so much disrespect. And that is what it is. You know, sometimes you can only take so much disrespect. You know, somebody can just come at you the wrong way, and it's only so much you're going to continue to take. So with Antonio Brown, it's honestly like, what happened? Do we know what happened? We don't know. We don't know what happened. So we have to stop. We got to stop analyzing and say, oh, well, he crazy. He is immature. He's irrational. He jumped to conclusions. He's unprofessional because he left his team. Listen. It's a child's sport. It's a child's sport. We more in upraised that what he did than a teacher walking off the job because they don't have supplies or because they have no help or discipline structure on campus to maintain a classroom to educate all kids instead of having to deal with one or two behaviors. We're not upset about that. We upset that Antonio Brown, who's already rich, got plenty of bread. That's what we mad about. That goes to show where we at as a people. That goes to show where we're at as a society. Where we at. It don't make no sense. It doesn't make sense that we would be this upset about Antonio Brown. And not that we have a lack of teachers to educate properly. And I'm not just talking about science, math, and reading and history, because y'all got your own opinions about that. Right? Everybody got their own opinion about that. Everybody be like, oh, well, they're not teaching real history anyway. So why we care about it anyway? That's what people are talking about. People, oh, it's not real history. So I don't get where's the uproar for the lack of educational support. I mean, teachers walk off the job. This ain't, somebody made the comment like, oh, this is not like walking out of Walmart. How you disrespect Walmart workers like that? How you disrespect Walmart workers like that? It's not like walking out of Walmart. What is it like then? See, it goes back to, and I hear black men saying this stuff, a lot of black announcers, even black athletes. All of us don't have to take care of our families or survive through entertainment. Right? Yes, it's a way out of what people call poverty. Yeah. That's no debating that. It's not a fast way out, and it looked like it's not an easy way out either, because of the treatment that these men are being subjected to. Is that worth it? Is it all the money worth your sanity, where you can't sleep at nighttime because you think about how the old white dude upstairs talking to you, or how the redneck coach on the sideline talking to you, calling you boy? Some of the colleges these kids go to, yeah, but we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. We just want to talk about the behavior of this particular man, and he just happens to be black. Just happens to be black. So that's what we care about. So we're gonna find every reason to point out all the things he's throwing away. Oh, he's throwing this opportunity. Oh, there's so many other black young men are gonna watch him, and this is how they think we behave. And it's just, you come from poverty and you're throwing away an opportunity like this. You know how many black young boys wish they were? Shut up. How many black young men wish that they could be doctors or lawyers or engineers or construction workers, had their own construction companies, and nobody's showing them how to do it? They only showing us how to throw footballs and shoot basketballs. They won't show us how to play baseball either. They damn sure ain't finna show you how to play no golf. But so many of us want to throw a football and throw a basketball because that's the only way out of poverty. Shut the F up. I'm tired of hearing it. Throwing away money. That man got all the money, but he's messed up here. What the money doing for him? That's all they care about. That's all they using you for, is to win them some championships, bring them some more money, fill them seats, overpriced tickets, and that's it. Win a couple games for us, and as soon as you have a mental breakdown, man, we can't deal with this guy no more. He done. We done with him. That's what they doing. Fact check that his podcast. It is what it is.